League. So in reality, there's no difference to what we have right now. Raya is just another goalkeeper sitting on our bench who can start in the league. And if you can get that, and we got it for pretty cheap, why not? If it works out and he's better than Ramsdale, then you move on. And that's why I always call for Arsenal first. So if it's good for Arsenal to have Raya in there, and Raya earns his spot as a number one, then that's better for Arsenal. Because if you bring somebody in and they're better than Saka, you're gonna bench Saka. As crazy as that sounds, right? So this is no different. Every position, we want competition. We've got it now. Hopefully, Raya, we'll see what he does. This is a good challenge for us because we haven't beaten this team, and if he's able to do that, that will be a feather in his cap, right? Because Arteta hasn't had a chance to beat Everton on their field. So anybody who's on the pitch, if we were to win today, there'll be that's a check on their list of like, here's my CV and here's my resume of what I've done. And Arsenal stopping the rot is good. Got Joel just joined us. Welcome to the show, Joel. How you
doing?
Right,
how you doing?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, as we were saying, Raya coming in is that's one of many. I guess two big changes in the lineup. I think that one is probably the biggest one because it's the one that
least expected.
Nobody. Yes, we don't need it, but we got it, and it's Arteta's going to try it out.
I'm quite happy to see him get a shout. To be fair, I don't see a major issue with it. I think, I rate Raya anyway, and I know he's a quality goalkeeper, and to have him and Ramsdale fighting for that number one spot is healthy, and I think he deserves a chance. And I think if any of the games so far, this is a good game to bring him into. I look at lineup and I'm quite happy with it, to be perfectly honest. I think the change that people have been banging on at is obviously having that time away to sort of fight for the place again.
Yeah.
And Vieira coming in, you pick the guys that are on form. And for me, every time Vieira's come on, he's looked really good. So I think he's earned his first team place in the game, to be perfectly honest. And I think, Nketiah, has he really put a foot wrong at the moment? I don't think he has. But at the same time, the big argument is if Jesus is fit, then you play him. But at the same time, Nketiah has been delivering in different ways in each game. So it's sort of unfair to drop him as well. So it's a good dilemma to have, isn't it? I think is the best way to describe it.
There you go. Ball was intercepted there. And Nketiah gets it. Long ball into Martinelli. Martinelli comes off the left side, puts a shot into the far corner, scores.
Who scored?
It's Martinelli. Nice shot. Martinelli with a goal off the left-hand side. Picks the right corner. Goal.
Good. That's going to upset Sam now.
There you go. Martinelli. Somebody called Martinelli with the first goal. I don't know who said it in the chat. I think it was Ray. I think it was Ray said. I don't know if anybody else said it.
Did on the on the stoop, on his bet thing on the stoop.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vade came in and said Martinelli. I think there's a couple said Martinelli.
So there might be a call. I think they're talking about it for offsides on Nketiah. So because he comes from an offside position, I think. He looks a little hesitant there. So
no, not 19. Looks like 19's playing him on.
Okay, you can only see like a third of the field, so you can't see the other player.
It is hard because the angle as well, the camera angle.
Very nice, very nice. Because you can see Nketiah even looking like and all the Everton players are like, I think he's offsides.
And the thing is, with Sean Price, that's sort of their bread and butter in terms of playing the offside so well.
Yeah. Very nice. They're clapping. I don't know what they're clapping for. It looks like the ball's still in the middle of the pitch, so I'm going to say so far so good for us. Okay, Everton is let's see. Yeah, it looks like. Is it red? Is it red or blue? I don't know. It looks like Nketiah might be offsides based on this because it's given offsides. Yeah,
Offside, okay.
Nketiah was just offside. I mean,
Oh, Eddie, hate
Yeah.
you. All your fault.
so we got to do this again. That's all. That's all.
Oh, hang on, literally, okay. He's facing away from goal. He's not running. He's walking back away from the goal. It's not like he's ready to pounce the other way. No,
But he's the one that touches the ball.
I know, but I'm saying when the ball as the play's opening up and the ball's about to be played to him, he's moving away from goal. He's not going towards it. His body's going. He's facing our goal more than anything. So really, it's
I don't know what you mean by that because we always see it all the time. You always talk about players getting back on side and they don't.
The offside rules in that instance, because if he's facing the other way, like towards theirs, if he's ready to pounce, go towards their goal instead of doing what he did, I can understand them saying that's yeah, you're offside, but it's like the benefit of that because he's facing away and he's moving away from their goal in the build up as the ball's coming to him. So that I've been.
Yeah, they're fine. Yes.
Yeah, this is not the halftime talk we were expecting, Joel. You can just go ahead and say it.
But to be fair, we should be 1-0 up. I'm not going to lie. I really don't get the offside on that one. I'm baffled. And obviously listening to the commentary, and I know Gary Neville never has our back, let's be totally honest. But he turned around and he said, I really don't get that. Is that the only angle that we've got on all the cameras in the stadium? Because even from the angle that we saw it from, it looked onside.
You can't cheat the lines, Joel. That's why offsides. It doesn't really matter if it's an angle. Like you put lines on the screen, the lines don't lie.
But it depends who's drawing the line, doesn't it?
Yeah, but no, but we actually saw the lines, right? At least they actually put the lines on the pitch, right? A couple, like last season, they didn't even put the lines on the pitch, right? So we see the lines. It is what it is. That's what it's used for, right? That's what it's for, right?
To be fair, we should be beating them without the offside. That's what we're trying to get, aren't we, Gary? It's one of those. It's a shame that Martinelli went off because he was the most active player we had. There's not much else. Everton are there for the taking. We're just not taking them. It's really bizarre. We've got all this possession, and we're going back to the old school Arsenal where we've got all the possession and we're not doing anything in the final third. Yeah. We seem to be knocking it around on the edge of the box, finding space, but not really having a dig. And the only dig we've had was Fabio Vieira, and it went about 40 yards above the goal. But that's the story of the first half, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to be fair with Sam's comment, Saka, he's not being rested. And to be fair, he's been knocked all over the place and he looks knackered.
They're doing exactly what they need to do, and we're sitting back letting it happen to us.
And as I say, the guy that was doing everything has gone off. So it's.
Do we want to answer this question? Do you want to answer this question?
You've been waiting for me, have you? Be honest, how many of the other top 6 teams would be starting Eddie? What's the alternative other than? Are we talking with Jesus being fit? Is that what we're talking about?
Your silence is golden because it take a little while for you to even come up with an answer. You answered it already. You know that, right?
But like I said at the start, has he put a foot wrong? We're not talking about all the other sides, are we? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
No, but we want to do better for our side, right? So, and if we can bring in a Raya, right, then if we can bring in a Trossard, if we bring in a Havertz, then we know that we can bring in players that are maybe better than what we have on the bench.
I'd like just chuck it back at Sam because I know he loves it. Who are the top 6?
Oh, it means last season's top 6.
Yeah.
As in, so Man City, obviously, where's us? Yep. Man United, Newcastle, What was it else? Who else was it? Brighton.
To be fair, I think Man United would have Eddie at the moment.
Yeah.
And they've got
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Because he's a better goal poacher than anyone they've got.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, you can tell the
But I
issue.
understand what you're saying. We said it at the start. If
Yeah.
Jesus is fit, why is he not starting?
Yeah. Well, he's not fit. He's not fit enough to start. So.
But then running off the back of the momentum of the last game, when he scored a goal the way he did, with the composure that he did, you'd run with the momentum.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that? The picture that they put, the ball is in the air, so it actually has not been passed. And I thought you have to be offsides when the pass is made. I don't think that picture shows when the pass is made. It shows when the player is about to trap the ball before he makes that pass. So in reality, he's off in that picture. But if you move it a couple of pixels, a couple of frames further, when the ball actually hits the ground and he makes the pass, and Kato's probably onside. But from that picture, the ball is in the air. You can see where the ball is. I don't think it's being passed at that point. So
I personally, when I first saw it, I didn't think it was
with Mikalenko. Make him. He's gonna have to tackle you. Come on, there you go. We're out for another corner number 8.
Oh, dude. We've got. The thing is, all these corners, we've got to do something with them for fuck's sake.
Well, every corner has been a short corner, and and it does pan out, but we're never in a position to attack the cross coming in because it seems that wherever we're kicking the ball, they have more shirts. So our players are never running to whatever spot I think the ball should be going. So here we go. Here's a corner. Is it short again? You got Saka and Erdegaard standing around the ball, and a short kick once again. Erdegaard steps out, gets the ball to Fabio Rivera, who I would have thought would have been ready to take a shot, but he wasn't. And now we're just going to have to got Saka now with the ball, gets it into. Oh!
Come on!
Oh, nice. It was Saka takes the ball. He passes it back to Trossard. Trossard puts it in the far corner. No offsides on that one. All right, that's not coming back.
Love it.
That one's not coming back. We're in the 69th minute. Arsenal's up 1-0. Very nice. It was a short corner once again. Erdegaard gets the ball out to Fabio, who doesn't do much with it, but then there's a nice pass from I think it's Ben White to Saka. Saka hits it back. Trossard comes through. We're all moving towards the goal, and he puts it in the far corner. Goal. Very nice. Very nice. Nice little back kick there, and Trossard sticks his leg out and pushes it past the goalkeeper. Oh, that was Erdegaard with a nice pass to Saka. Saka kicks it back, and Trossard's there, puts a foot out, and in the far corner, goalkeeper has no choice, no chance. And there, see, Sam's waiting for VAR. For what reason? Come on, Sam. You want your team to win. You keep bringing this negativity to this thing. Stop it.
Oh, what a finish. What a first-time finish in Trossard.
Yes.
And again, what we said about Trossard since we signed him? Our best finisher at our club.